Beginning SQL Server 2012. This is Kalman Toth. This is my new book available on Amazon.com and also in your local bookstore. On the background picture, this is the George Washington Bridge from New Jersey. It is decorated with a huge flag for the 4th of July celebration. Let's consider cursors in SQL Server Transact-SQL or T-SQL. Cursors can be used in conjunction with while loop for row-by-row processing. Usually, we want to avoid cursors as much as possible and use set-based operations because SQL language itself has built-in intrinsic looping, so we don't have to do looping explicitly. But there are some operations like indexing which requires looping that cannot be done by set-based operation. So first of all, we do some declaration for some local variables. This is the database name, actually the one we are in, AdventureWorks 2012. And there is a dynamic SQL definition. Now this is a little bit hard to read because of double quotes and triple quotes. Usually we can put a print statement just like here to print it, to inspect it before we execute it. So here we are creating a cursor. And this cursor is going to give us the tables in a sequence. And when we index each table one by one, if we put a print statement at this point, we can see the content, execute. So this is how we declare a cursor, and this is the select statement. And what we get from this select statement is the table schema and the table name. Hide results pane. When we execute the dynamic SQL, this will create the cursor, and when we are ready to use it, we open it and fetch the first entry into the table name local variable. And when we set the dynamic SQL statement to the table name, that's the variable, and we print it, and when we execute it. So let's see, and when we do the fetch and loop again until fetch status is 0. To close a cursor, we just say close cursor and deallocate cursor. That is the end of this T-SQL script. So let's execute it. So execution is going on, and the messages are coming to the messages area. The print statements are coming to this area as well. And we see that it generates index rebuild for each table, and the execute statement executes it and creates the index. This execute statement. In summary, the SQL language has set-based operations which are optimized and very fast, but for some processing we have to use cursors. And first we define the cursor with a select statement as what is the list of cursor items when we can fetch each item one by one in a while loop and execute whatever processing we have to execute. This is the end of a short demo.